What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Have you enjoyed the Washington football team's new name? The Washington Commanders! Yeah, the Washington Commanders. You know, it's almost comical because all of my friends that are Washington fans are trying to put on a brave face and say, hey, I like it. You know what that's like? Let's say your girlfriend cooked you something for dinner and you take a bite of it and you know it's nasty. You know it's nasty. You know you don't want to eat. You want to spit it out. But you can't. You got to keep a face. Yeah, it's good. It's good. You Washington fans know you are sick with that name. The Washington Commanders? Are you serious? I'm telling you. What? That's some tuna casserole.
No, you know what that was?
What?
That was an AAF team or XFL team? One of the two was named Commanders. So basically they're biting off of minor league teams' names.
Which is about right, because they're a minor league team. Did you see the Gridiron Heights today on Bleacher Report?
I didn't know.
Okay. Go to Bleacher Report and look at Gridiron Heights because they called it the toxic waste dump.
I mean,
and said that they'd be moving to Northern Virginia. Who's been saying that shit for a while?
Well, or because I'm gonna say toxic waste dump. It's like a house. You know how you have a house that's like falling apart that needs to be bulldozed over. That's what the Washington Stadium is. Because falling apart, got busted.
You don't have to bulldozer. It's falling to the ground. You don't need a bulldozer.
You almost had what's his name? Hurts almost got killed.
Hurts was almost hurting there.
He almost got hurt.
But it's funny because all the I love it. Oh, it's I saw a Facebook thing with some Washington fans and they were doing a little recording. We got our new name, the Washington Commanders, burgundy and gold, and it was just like this shit's weak.
That's not like an XFL team.
You know what? I might have been able to get behind it. I think it would have been cool instead of putting a W on there. You put a spaceship. The Washington Commanders, and they're flying off to space or something like that. But that shit was just crazy. I'm telling you, when I was watching the press conference, it really reminded me of an episode of The Office. I'm serious. It was crazy. How they settled on that, where they said they got the focus groups and this, that, and the Ava, silver and black.
Well, I guess that my man didn't have that one copyrighted because that probably was. You know why he didn't copyright it? Because it wasn't cool.
You know what?
It wasn't cool. It's not a cool name.
Red Tails was even better than that, and I didn't like Red Tails.
Well, Red Tails, this is bad because
the Warhogs. That would have been the perfect one, but of course, Dan Snyder is too cheap. He didn't want to pay that guy.
Well, no, the Red Tails, you could clown the Washington fans that lose it with that Red Tail.
Well, yeah, like you got the ass.
Exactly.
True on that one, but I guess the NFL ought to be happy because they definitely took the spotlight away from Brian Flores and the whole. Hold on, y'all. Hang on. These names are just horrendous. But if you're the NFL, you're probably happy because it's a whole lot nicer that they're talking about how terrible the Washington name is than it is that an NFL owner was bribing his coach to throw games. I don't know how else you put that, but that just sounds bad. So, Washington, congratulations on being the attention grabber. Because The Washington Commanders! I can't wait to hear the fight song on that.
Hail to the Commanders.
Oh my God. You know, whenever I think, here's what I think of, and maybe it's because I'm crazy, but I think of like the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Commanders, the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what I think of when I think of the Washington Commanders. Shout out to E2 Blue talking to those Washington fans that he has at work with him that are like, they're disgusted. I just want to know who the focus group is that they had to, you know, pick the name.
One of them was, I forgot the dude, the brother that worked, so he was part of the group too.
The brother, the
one that they hired.
The president?
Yeah. He was part of the focus group too.
Yeah, that's one of Rio's buddies.
Yeah, he is part of the focus group too, I heard. I don't know. Yeah, well. Right now. They're trying to make it politically correct too.
Well,
Commanders is politically correct.
You see what I'm painting right here, right? Huh?
Yeah.
You know what color that is, right? What team that is?
That's the
That's
Dolphins.
that's where we're hoping Kellen Moore's new home is.
Oh, he ain't going to.
He's got that second interview later this week. I don't know when later this week is because it's already hump day.
I'll be happy when he goes.
Eva, how good? How good?
At this point, I don't care if Kellen Moore is the most qualified person. Get him off the Cowboys.
Well, here's a good thing, though. Stephen Jones said that there's good news if Kellen Moore leaves.
What's that?
That Mike McCarthy calls the plays. I think what he was really trying to say was it's good news if Kellen Moore leaves.
Of course it is.
I think that's what he was trying to say.
If we get the West Coast offense and that ends up working over what we've been doing for the last 15 years, I'll take it.
But herein lies my question is, if Mike McCarthy, as Stephen Jones put it, has coached teams in the Super Bowl,
well, you have to think about it, too.
Then why is it that Kellen Moore, who has not coached in a Super Bowl, is the one making the play calls in the offense?
But you have to think about it, too. Aaron Rodgers undefeated in our stadium before that Super Bowl. We have not beaten Aaron Rodgers with Tony Romo in that stadium.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. I'm trying something new here, guys. We're going to try and inlay one of the footballs with a graphic. We're going to see how it works. So, wish us luck. I've got to first I got to paint it. I got to paint it first before we do that. But I can't wait to try it. I guarantee it'll be better than the Washington Commanders.
Hail to the Commanders.
From here on out, whenever I say the Washington Commanders, I officially will say the Washington Commanders. That will be every time I say Washington, their football team, it will be the Washington Commanders. Oh boy. Only the Washington football team could give us comedy like this. Only the Washington football team. We appreciate y'all. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day. I'm going to keep on doing what we do here in the workshop, and that's getting this stuff to you guys. We got a lot of projects that are in here with our feet to the fire, and I'm happy as can be, and I can't wait to get you guys some of this new stuff that we're being able to do. Every day, you try and get a little bit better, unless you're the Washington football team. Oh, excuse me, the Washington Commanders. All right, peace.